Go. 3 sheets. South Africa. With Zane Lamprey. Esquire.
All right. Every night, in every city around the world, it happens. People pour into local watering holes to, well, drink. It's my mission, that's me, to traverse the globe, getting to know these different people and their drinking customs. Bellying up to the bar, and with any luck, making some new friends. Warning! When in Cape Town, beware of the mystery shots.
It was awful.
You'll see more of that later. But first, Cape Town, South Africa's second most populous city, but #1 tourist stop. And for my purposes, a drinking destination of unparalleled diversity. You could be on pristine mountain slopes sipping fine wines.
Yeah, that's very complex, right?
You might find yourself in a sprawling township sipping booze from a bucket.
What did we say?
Cheers.
Or you could just cut loose in a totally off-the-hook party scene.
That was so dumb.
Bottom line, the drinking here runs the gamut. And therefore, as one who is burdened with the heavy responsibility of hosting the world's greatest drinking show, I too shall run the gamut of drinks and see if I have what it takes to go.
Rishi's Cape Town!
I begin my drinking adventure by taking a little ride up a big hill.
Holy sh**. Oh my God.
This is Table Mountain, overlooking Cape Town. Ah!
Whoa. Is that awesome? There's an updraft.
In the foothills surrounding Cape Town lie vast expanses of vineyards. And somewhere out there is a legendary South African winemaker named Charles Back.
I've got a finger missing as well. You want to see that?
Where is it?
I should hide it in here. Okay.
What happened? You broke it off in the bottom of a bottle?
And now I got corked.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What happened to it?
When's the bottle? I corked it. So if you ever find a bottle of Fairview with my plumbing, please return to sender. Okay.
He might be short one thumb, but he's not short on wines. Here at his Fairview estate, about an hour outside of Cape Town, you can sample his many wines labeled under a variety of names. And as a goat farmer, he's also known for making some of South Africa's most prized cheeses. But today, I've come to talk specifically about a line of controversial wines that he says were created by his goats.
Okay, goats de Rhone, coincidentally linked to an area in France called the Côte de Rhone.
Okay, before going any further, to clarify an important point, Côte de Rhone is a wine region in France. And in classic French tradition, it's been labeled an official wine appellation. Meaning that much like you can't call sparkling wines champagne unless they're from the Champagne region of France, you cannot call wines Côte de Rhone unless they're produced in France's Côte de Rhone wine region. And though his South African wine, Goats de Rome, may have a similar sounding name, Charles says that's just a strange coincidence.
You know, we got this goat tower, which you have seen.
Yes.
And one day my naughty sons, Justin and Jason, opened the gate.
As the story goes, his goats escaped from this tower and took to the vineyards where they began feasting on grapes. But apparently, they were very selective about which grapes they ate.
There was a pattern, so I got the lady from the lab with a clipboard and I said, do me a favor, follow these goats. And you let me know exactly which grapes they are eating.
So it turns out that by some eerie coincidence, the goats feasted on the same grape varieties that have been used for centuries to make the similarly named Côte de Rhone wines of France.
We slipped this wine into a tasting of French Côte d'Arones. We got into a serious amount of trouble when this beat the majority of the French wines in the tasting. And then the French authorities objected because they thought it was very close to Côte d'Arones. I can't see. Can you see it?
Well, no, but you know, we have an expression. I don't know if you guys use the same one. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's very complex, right?
Complex, but yet soft, easygoing.
Yeah.
Priced at around $10 a bottle, it's become South Africa's top-selling brand of wine in the States. And Charles tells me that this success is due in large part to this guy.
Is this something else the goats did?
Sure, no.
Do you do any of your own work?
No,
You just let your goats do
the
all your
goats
stuff?
do this. So
Okay.
this is our goats reacted to a situation
Okay.
where the French objected to us using the name goats to Rome. But fortunately, our goat herd had a distant cousin, and he's the goat father.
Charles, you're crazy.
He protects their supply lines and continuity,
Wow.
and make sure that they get to your market.
Is that one of the guys that lives in the tower?
He actually he doesn't disclose where he is.
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
But
got
believe me, he's around.
Yeah, he's
Okay?
around.
Okay.
If I need him.
If you need him.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Not surprisingly, this wine is reminiscent of a big, bold Italian red.
Wow. That is spicy smoky, huh?
He says it's a blend of Italian varietals with some French grapes thrown in to create a subtle, ripe fruit taste. But that's all he'll tell me. Apparently, any more information, and the goat father and I would have to have a sit-down. Not good.
The goats to Rome. Capiche?
Okay, I get it. I won't say a word. Anyway, I'm hungry. And I'm told to have a truly South African dining experience, I should head back to the heart of Cape Town to a restaurant called Kaya Nyama, which means House of Meat.
Game. I like games. I like games a lot.
Here, you can pick your meal of meat by pointing to one of the dead animals on the walls. Justin, who owns the place, says that like a lot of people in Cape Town, he drinks a South African brandy called Klipdrift.
86 proof, so.
Quite strong.
And he says it's very common for South Africans to drink it much like Americans drink whiskey.
It's just cola, nondescript.
Justin says that the cocktails are the perfect warm-up to the 5 different courses of South African game he's about to serve me.
Justin, what did he do? Look at the face on that guy. Look how cute he is.
Have you tasted how good he tastes?
Does it taste good?
Very good.
Take 2, please.
First up, ostrich, which in these parts they call big chicken.
Ostrich, love it.
Now, meat number 2.
A bit of aphrodisiac.
This is?
It is.
You keep your hands off me.
It's crocodile, which I think tastes a lot like the other white meat.
Like pork.
As for meat number 3, it's kudu. That's him over there.
This is, I mean, this would be similar to like an elk or something.
Meat number 4 is this handsome devil, warthog. And the finale, a skewer containing this guy, springbok.
Wow.
Good.
Those are really good.
Justin tells me it's also a good warm-up to a drink he wants to serve me, appropriately called springbok.
You put your head there, we've got 3 up behind the bar.
3 what?
Arseholes.
A springbok, the drink, starts with Butler's South African peppermint liqueur. Then, with a spoon to keep the 2 separate, a little amarula on the top. What's amarula? It gets its name from the marula tree, which cannot be cultivated and grows wild throughout sub-equatorial Africa. The fruits from these trees are picked, fermented, distilled, and mixed with cream, creating the 17% cream liqueur that you see coming out of that springbok's ass right there.
Sweet.
On that note, I think it's time to call it a night. It's been a nice first day in Cape Town, but it's just a warm-up for what tomorrow will bring. Coming up, something I probably won't find in my hotel lounge.
It's called umut.
And later,
You either love to hate it or you hate to love it, but it's a killer.
it's day 2 in Cape Town, South Africa. And I'm gonna start my day at the waterfront. No, not that waterfront. This waterfront. It's absolutely nowhere near the water. In fact, it's smack dab in the middle of an area called Cape Flats. While there's no exact data, it's estimated that over 1 million people live within this massive township. And where there are people, there are bars. Or, as they're called in the flats, shebeens. Like this one, where I'm gonna drink with this guy.
Mfundo. Mfundo.
Yes, yes.
Did I right? Say it.
Say that again. Mfundo.
Mfundo.
Yeah.
Mfundo.
Mfundo. It's MF.
M-F-U-N-D-O.
How did you know
Mfundo.
it's an O?
What else was it gonna be? An E? Mfundo.
It's 0 and O, same thing.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
M-F-U-N-D 0.
What's your name?
Zane.
Zane.
All right, so you're gonna introduce me to something. I don't even know what it's called.
It's called umbut.
What?
O
O
mbo
bo
T.
D O bo
Bo.
T.
Very good.
Don't ever make me say it again.
It's a lot like beer, but instead of barley, it's a fermentation of cornmeal and sorghum, prepared outdoors over an open campfire.
Yeah. Outside.
Okay.
Not inside. Outside.
Okay.
That's how originally it's done.
Okay.
Presumably, the fact that it's done outside allows naturally occurring yeast to settle into the mixture, which converts the starches to alcohol, creating what in a few days is kind of an unfiltered beer-like beverage.
What did we say?
Cheers.
Don't say cheers. Everything else was all these cool words, and now you say cheers?
No, it's tulo.
Is tulo?
It's tulo.
Is tulo?
It's tulo.
I taste a little fire in it. I taste a little charcoal.
Taste the maize.
You know, I mean, it tastes like a campfire
Because it was done.
because it was done over a campfire. Okay. Tastes like camping.
Yes. And we're using the camping cups.
And then, we're using it. Maybe that's why.
It's tulo. It's tulo.
It's tulo.
Yes, yes.
After knocking back a buzzworthy amount of mbot. That's right, I've been practicing. Mfundo directs my attention to what at first glance looks like a couple of milk cartons.
So that it can blend together. Oh, precision.
Apparently, you're supposed to shake it with an attitude.
Yeah, shake, shake, shake.
What we're shaking, by the way, is definitely not milk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
First, the ajuba, which is a commercially produced version of the homebrew he showed me earlier.
All right.
Yeah. It tastes very similar, but it doesn't taste like a campfire. You know what? I prefer the original.
It's tulo to that one.
It's tulo to that
That
stuff.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
As for the other milk cartony thing, basically, it's the same as the stuff we just had, but with more malt.
Mfundo, what do you got there?
It's chibuku,
What?
the beer of Africa.
Wow.
I could drink with Mfundo all day long. But in the interest of pursuing a wide range of drinking experiences during my short stay in Cape Town, I leave Cape Flats and head to a more affluent part of town to drink at a bar called Rick's. This is Billy. He owns the place, and he's allowed me free reign to drink as I please behind his bar. But I won't be going at it alone.
Take a cigarette, put it in your hand, and then.
This is Ferdy.
Okay, you like my cigarette now?
Yeah, sure.
Watch it, don't blame.
And that's his gag electrical charged lighter. He won the game/reality show Big Brother South Africa. But what's more important in Three Sheets land is that he drank more alcohol than any participant has ever consumed in the history of that series. And in classic South African form, he orders up some Clipdrift and colas. But I drank those last night, so let's fast forward to something different.
Brandy and orange juice.
Actually, no. Let's speed ahead to something a bit more exotic and hard to come by here in the States. There, that's good. This is a type of Viplets.
You could try it out of the bottle, brother, but I will not suggest that.
More specifically, Kleinplassie Viplets, which is a small mom-and-pop company from the South African town of Worcester. And since Ferdy is from Worcester, he knows all about it. And he thinks it's imperative that I, Zane Lamprey, experience it for myself. But first, what is this stuff anyway? Professor!
The mad scientist.
Oh, yes, Zane. Viplets. That's white lightning to you and me. It was popularized by Dutch winemakers who settled in South Africa in the 1600s. It's a hard alcohol distilled from the discarded grape byproducts from the winemaking process. Kind of like Grandpa in Italy. Ciao.
Ferdy has a few different types of Viplets he wants me to try, starting with this 60-proof version infused with Red Bush, which is often used to make tea in South Africa.
Cheers.
Gesundheit.
This was a nice one. That was very nice. No, it's very nice.
That wasn't actually so bad.
But pleasant, huh?
All right, the next Viplets is 60-proof as well, but it's flavored with fig.
Wow, makes you wild.
The first one was better.
Ferdy tells me that these flavored drinks are just a warm-up for what's next.
You either love to hate it or you hate to love it. But it's a killer.
This Viplets has no added flavors and comes in at a whopping 120 proof.
Yeah, it's good.
Good? Is it very good? Have another one?
No, thank you.
Apparently, Ferdy won't take no for an answer. So before I spiral down into a Viplets-induced stupor, I ditch Ferdy and head for the next bar. Coming up, the Leaning Tower of Mystery Shots.
When you kill that one and tell us what it is.
Right now, I'm in Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm headed to a popular bar called Mama Africa.
It's a giant snake, you see. So if you follow the bar along the way, you're following this giant snake. You see, it goes back over here. Hi, can I get a beverage, please?
This is Peter, and the reason he's in the scene with me is because he was sitting there when I sat down. Harry, the manager here, wants me to try the legendary Flaming Oxwagon, but he says we should ease into it.
This is a South African lager.
Castle Lager is South Africa's top-selling beer.
That guy's hilarious. Cheers.
Gesundheit.
It has an alcohol content of around 5%, and it tastes like, well, mass-produced, nondescript lager. But this is just a warm-up for things to come, because Harry has asked the bartender to bring out a few mystery bottles.
They've been sitting here for years. I've never seen anybody order them. They don't know our stock. They're just here.
First up, a banana sort of thing.
What did it taste like?
Rum and raisin ice cream.
Yeah.
Rum and raisin.
Yeah, rum and raisin ice cream.
Next, something that tastes like a mix of hard liquor, sugar, and wine. Because that's probably what it is.
I don't know. It was awful.
Finally, a peach schnapsy sort of thing.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, but it tastes like it's so sugary.
The best part of this round of drinks is the collection of empty glasses, which we give Peter the honor of topping off.
Jeez, you don't.
Dude,
Gently.
you should even walk.
You know what? I'm pretty good at this.
Hey,
Watch
you
it.
did-
I'm pretty good at this. Watch it. Watch it all.
What are you doing?
Been doing it for years.
Oh, there you go.
I call that the Tower of Misery.
Those shots were not so awesome.
Time for the moment we've been waiting for. A glass full of tequila, sambuca, herbal liqueur, and Stro rum that's lit on fire. In goes a shot of amarula and blue curacao. Finally, they sprinkle it with cinnamon for a little added flair. Sparkles. That, my friends, is Mama Africa's signature flaming ox wagon. And since it's so legendary, it must be good, right?
Oh,
That's disgusting.
Finish it. Christ, no, finish it.
And if you don't believe me, believe Peter.
Suck it!
No,
Finish
more.
it! Finish it! What is wrong with you? Finish it! Finish it!
Yeah. No, that was good.
On that note, I think it's a good time to call it a night.
We did it! We did it! We did it.
It's the next morning, and I have a monster craving for eggs. What better place to satisfy my craving than at the West Coast Ostrich Farm, about an hour outside of Cape Town?
This is the ostrich egg right here.
Yes, it's also right.
It's like a rock, man.
Very
Can I
hard.
break it if I hit it hard?
I can't, my friend. Like, just use the spoon.
Check this out. Maybe you didn't get a load of those. Okay.
Kalele uses a spoon to chip away a small hole at the top. And then he blows into a straw, forcing air in and egg out.
So how many eggs is this equal to?
24.
24 chicken eggs.
Yes.
Kalele tells me it takes about 30 minutes to scramble one ostrich egg.
What can we do in the meantime? Can I go play with the ostriches in the meantime?
Yes, my friend, gonna go.
I'll be right back.
Now is a good time for a really quick ostrich documentary.
One ostrich egg.
Adult ostriches are about 8 feet tall and weigh about 300 pounds with a potential lifespan of up to 60 years. In full stride, an ostrich can reach speeds of a little over 40 miles per hour. They can't fly, and one ostrich eyeball is twice the size of an ostrich brain. All right, breakfast is ready.
It's pretty good. It's tastes like eggs.
Taste like eggs.
After drinking South African wines that taste and sound eerily French,
They thought it was very close to Cote I can't see. Can you see it?
a brew I couldn't pronounce,
Don't ever make me say it again.
and more stuff that rendered me speechless,
That's disgusting.
I managed to survive a charging ostrich and get exactly what I was craving.
Thanks, my friend.
I enjoy your eggs, man.
Lovely.
You got the best eggs in town.
Thanks, bro.
South Africa. They got some big chickens in these parts.
Cool. Cold. It's just you're just asking for trouble. Have you seen me on tequila? I'm crazy.
Well, you can drink three of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can drink 8 of them, but I might start humping
He
the
drinks
snake.
tequila, we should-
Look at this, and then look at Eric, the sound guy. Look. Oh, I just got it. Goat father. That's funny.